Hi everyone, in this video I want to talk about the WordPress Multilingual SEO. Here I show you the search console that I have and how it had helped me to have an international website with multilingual plugin, because I am now aiming for different languages on my content. And as you can see here, honestly, if I have only focused on Spanish speaking countries, probably I wouldn't get these extra clicks from different countries that are beside Mexico and any other Spanish speaking, such Colombia. And as you can see, mainly the traffic of my website has come from India. And honestly, thanks to the Indian visitors that I have on my blog, is that I have kept and gave me like this will to continue with my blog, because at the beginning, seeing no results on search engines, honestly, it pulls you down. And honestly, changing to a multilingual WordPress website can help you. As you can see now, I'm getting more visitors from the US, also from Germany, France, and many other countries, if we can keep further on. So this is just a brief example of how a multilingual SEO plan and strategy can also help your website. As you can see, that trend is growing as I keep producing more content, and also working a lot with the backlinks, that at the end I will talk about some international backlinks that, yes, it will help us, because since I will go to the test of around 12 months. And as you can see here, up till probably July is when I started, or before early July, I started with also a backlink strategy, and I have seen more results. But way before, I just was concentrated on content and also on international content. And to start talking about what will you need for an international SEO strategy, and also for a multilingual SEO for WordPress, of course, you will need a plugin. I have already talked a lot in how to use WPML and Wiglot. And to brief mention, these two plugins, WPML and Wiglot, are really helpful for any SEO, because both of them will help you with some important aspects and that you will have to cover if you're aiming for an international market. So WPML, it's the one that I recommended for content oriented websites, and Wiglot for all the e-commerce, since it's connected via an API. So you won't have any problem or issue with compatibility with other plugins. Or if you have to deactivate some other plugins, you don't have to really worry about Wiglot. WPML, yes, it's compatible, but sometimes if you have to deactivate it, it might crash a little bit your website or some part of the back end of your WordPress. But to continue this example of how to run a multilingual SEO here in WordPress, I'm using as an example my blog, and I'm going directly to talk about the URL format, because as you're beginning, or if you already are running your website, and if you want to aim for international markets, you can do it in following different strategies. And one is either you have subfolders, like for example, I have /AR for Arabic language content, or if you have like for German, it will be DE, and so on. And this is one of the most recommended, because you're keeping all your backlink strategies under one domain. So if you have a small team, or you have a reduced budget, then you will probably try to prefer to aim for growing first one of your domains, and eventually you can change to a different domain languages. Using this strategy, you can either use subdomains or different domains that will end with .de, .fr, and so on, according to the language that you're aiming. And that will be even a more targeted to the country that you're aiming. So it will be even better for search engines, or at least it will be even more knowledgeable. This is one of the big recommendations, that you have to decide what could be best for you. Following up, if we go here in the settings area on WPML, and if you have the advanced translation editor, you can follow up the installation process on the WPML review video. But going straight forward, I'm also going to talk about the page URL, the URL slug translation, because you need, and I do recommend, also in Wiglot it's possible, but you need the advanced plan to translate the URL. But to have this option in the advanced translation, you have to, or I do recommend the translate setting here activated so that you can actually change it from the advanced. And I have here one example of one blog post. I already have Rank Math installed. If you don't know what's Rank Math, it's another SEO plugin for WordPress, probably for the SEO community, and the big trend that it's now everyone's starting to move to Rank Math, because even the free version has a lot to offer. The pro version also has the schema markup that you can easily add. But talking about the international SEO, as any other SEO plugin, you will have to write your title and also change your URL slug. If you're aiming here, I'm not really optimizing, but I will say that I'm aiming for trends in digital marketing, and I have it here in the description. And also I'm adding this focus keyword so that I can at least follow up the recommendations to aim for a better, but right now it's just as an example. And if we go to the advanced translation editor, you can do it from your dashboard. You will see here in the first lines that you will have the rank math description, the keyword, and also you will see here the title. These will be the ones that will appear for the search engines. And when you're aiming for the international SEO, of course, it's important to have an accurate translation. As for example, here in WPML, they're using DeepL, which is a better translation engine that it's even more accurate. So the translation is better, but if you're doing also with some other native speakers of the language that you're aiming, then it will be also an even better translation. But here in the example, I want to show you that in the description, I already have what it could be one of the keywords in the Spanish language. I have it here in the description, and I also have it here on the title. So in that way, you're also focusing your keyword to your international market. And also another important aspect is the URL. Here we have it translated. Here it will automatically add the slashes, or if you want to add it by yourself. But I also have here again the translation. So you will save and you will have the both pages in English, Spanish, or any other language. And of course, if you're also following the basic SEO stuff, you will need to work on your H1s, H2 title tags, and so on, the optimization of the words inside of the content, the length of the content, and so on. But that's more of the focus on the basic SEO. Another important stuff or thing to mention when we're talking about the multilingual SEO is to have the hreflangs. In this case, the use of WPML adds automatically the hreflangs. So as you can see here, we have the English version and the Spanish version. So we don't actually have to do anything here. It's everything done automatically. Also with Wiglot, it states the canonical tags. So in this way, we are telling to crawlers that there is an English version and a Spanish version and a German and so on. And there will be, and this will help also to the sitemap to prove that we have different content and that we don't have to actually, with the use of these plugins, to do anything else. So let me go here to rank math, to the sitemap settings, so that you can see. Here is a message, the thing that I'm telling you, that rank math generates automatically the sitemap and WPML takes care of the rest. So when a search engine bot visits any posts, it will be shown the hreflang tag. So in the crawling, you don't have to really worry about that. So coming back here to the code of the page, We can see here in the English version that in the title, we have here the one in English and the description that we have given. Also in the Spanish, we see here the Spanish title and the Spanish version. So this will be the one that the crawlers will read and eventually they should show. But also another important recommendations that I'm giving you is to do your keyword research on the targeted language. If you're having SEMrush, it's a really good tool. Ubersuggest, you can get some results for free. This is one from Neil Patel, is really recommended. And now going to the backlink SEO strategy. There are different website services that can help you with the link building. FatJoe is one of it, and also the Hoth. But these are mainly oriented more, I think, or I can say that for the US market or the UK market. And well, for the Spanish-speaking countries, or here in Public Suites, they also have sponsored posts where you can also start building your backlinks mainly from Spanish-speaking countries, and also get Linko. That's also a company from Barcelona and Spain, but as I have seen, they are mainly Spanish-speaking. So if you're from another country and if you have some other recommendation of some other international backlinks websites, please write in the comments. And in overall, this is some tips that I can give you that have helped me to build up my performance on the international SEO. And as you can see, it's slowly and steady growing. So I hope that even in the future, it's growing even more. So if you have any more comments, if I have missed something, don't hesitate to write. Thanks for watching.